Welcome to the Lone Star Conference Service Spotlight, where we highlight members of the LSC that are serving on national committees. I'm Brandon Tripp, and today we are joined by the NCAA Division II National Student Athlete Advisory Committee Chair and Texas A&M-Commerce student athlete, Alex Shillow. Alex, welcome.
Thank you, Brandon. Glad to be here.
All right, Alex, first, can you just start off and tell us a little bit about what SAC is and what SAC does?
Yeah, for sure. So SAC stands for the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. SAC is basically the official student athlete voice on your campus and on National SAC for all 120,000 student athletes across the country. So basically what we do on a campus level, basically we are the student athlete voice for this. Any issues on campus that need to be addressed, you go to your SAC representative, your team, and then a leadership group of the SAC group kind of goes to the administration, or campus leadership. We try to get things handled that way. We basically are committed to fundraising for a philanthropic organization of your choosing, mostly Make-A-Wish, the Make-A-Wish Foundation. We're highly involved with Team Impact, and we do a lot of community service. And so we're basically the group that leads all community service for all student athletes. On a national level, we sit there to represent all other student athletes in different conferences and really bring issues to light on a national level to the leadership and Division II governance. We have different key initiatives and issues that we work on throughout the year, but the biggest thing is bringing that student athlete voice to Indianapolis.
Yeah, give us a little bit of an insight into how that process works with National SAC and how that fits in to the Division II governance structure.
Yeah, so National SAC is a Division II committee. We are the only SAC out of all three divisions that have a vote on convention floor. And so that's pretty awesome. It's been the last 4 to 5 years where that's came to fruition. And so basically, we directly report straight to the management council, who then goes to president's council. And so we get a vote on convention floor. Basically, we talk about different legislation, different issues that we have going on. Legislation comes to us. We collect all the votes across the country from every SAC at every campus, who sends it to their conference rep. The conference rep then sends it to the national committee. And we deliberate in November, and we come up with one consistent student athlete vote, depending on what all of our student athletes said. So it truly is the voice of all student athletes. Every student athlete does have an opinion and can vote on their campus if they're a SAC rep, or can tell their SAC rep what they want to vote. And so it makes it all the way up to the national level. We get to bring it to Indianapolis and definitely have one concise student athlete opinion on said topic of that year.
Yeah, it's awesome, and obviously for you becoming the chair of the National SAC for Division II doesn't just happen overnight. So tell us a little bit about kind of how you got involved with SAC first at Texas A&M-Commerce, and then kind of how your journey to becoming the chair of the Division II National SAC.
For sure. So my freshman year at our intro meeting, our student athlete welcome introduction, our SAC president Taryn Driver came up, gave an explanation about what SAC was. She was our current SAC president and also serving on National SAC. So I got involved just as a rep or intern. I think was the first title I got. Moved up to treasurer in a few months as there was a vacancy. And then the SAC presidency came open that spring of my freshman year, and I went for it, and I ran for it, and I won the election. And from that, I kind of took over our campus SAC. Really started leading, key initiatives for fundraising, trying to get us to Make-A-Wish reveal, leading community service initiatives, really trying to get us involved, partnering with different foundations like Second and Seven, just trying to do a lot of different things. And that year, Terrence's position was coming up as an LSC rep for 2018. So I applied that fall, and thankfully I was appointed to it by the grace of God early that spring or that winter. So I got appointed in February of 2018. I've been serving on National SAC ever since. In my second year in National SAC, I was elected as chair. And then as my third year, I got reelected this past winter back in January as well. So it's been awesome. It's been really right place, right time. I'm extremely lucky. I'm blessed to be in the position I am and to be able to hold this position and to serve all student athletes. It's just been nothing but a blessing, I would say. It's been a great opportunity to learn and really just get to step up and be a student athlete for the Lone Star Conference, one of the biggest conferences in Division II, and also on the national level.
And Alex, obviously the last several months have been really tough with the global pandemic, but also, for student athletes, it's been a tough time as well. From a student athlete's perspective, just talk about what these last several months have been like for you, and ways that SAC has been getting involved and sharing their voice during the pandemic.
Yeah, it's been extremely challenging. I'll just be honest. It's been a lot of different things, coming left and right to us, from the pandemic, to our racial and social injustice we have going on in our country. It's just been so much that impacts us, not just as college students, but as people. And so having to just battle our season being taken away, and then our world just looking like it's never looked before. And so it's just been pretty crazy, and we've been extremely busy from a national SAC perspective. From a chair perspective, I've probably been in more meetings over the pandemic than I probably have over the course of the last couple of years in this position. And obviously, that's the height of our country right now, it's the height of college athletics, and it's what's needed. And so really been trying to amplify the student athlete voice. I applaud all you student athletes who might be watching this for everything that you're doing on your campus, in your community, to combat the different issues we have going on with racial and social injustice, to following and implementing protocols to keep all of our student athletes and students and faculty and staff safe, and your family safe with the pandemic going on. It's just been a lot, and I applaud everyone for all their efforts and tremendous support and opportunities that have come up. But we've seen a lot of that, a lot of protests, peaceful protests, programs being implemented on campus for our student athletes. We've seen a lot of student athletes step up, seen a lot of new leaders grow over the past several months to really amplify their voice and get their message heard. And so we've been doing a lot from a national level with social media campaigns. We're working on a unity pledge now to just release, to just make sure we just bring some type of unity to all of our student athletes. We support everything that student athletes, circumstances that affect them. And we really just want to be that voice for all student athletes across the country, no matter what's going on.
And last question here for student athletes that may be watching this inside the LSC, outside the LSC, wanting to get involved in SAC, just kind of what would you say to them about your experience in SAC, but then also just how they can get involved on their campuses?
I would say get involved. If you are a leader, if you want to be a leader, if you feel that the student athlete experience is important, I definitely say get involved in SAC. Talk to an advisor on your campus. Talk to the current leadership that there is now. You can reach out to me anytime. You can ask your advisor, your SID. They can get my information. But definitely get involved. You can do a lot of change, and you can impact a lot of things and grow where you are and grow your campus by being involved in SAC. From a national SAC perspective, we're focused right now on mental health, diversity and inclusion, professional development, love to play, and recently rising to vote. And so I'll do a little plug in here. I encourage you to get registered to vote. You don't got much time left here in Texas. I'm not sure about our New Mexico, Oklahoma, and Arkansas schools, but I'm sure the deadline's coming as well. But get involved. There's a lot of different things that you can do. You can implement different initiatives, and a lot of change happens on the ground, the grassroots level, where you are, where your feet are. So wherever you are, wherever that may be, wherever you're watching this, find someone that can help you get plugged in and get plugged in. You can do a lot of change with your student athlete advisory committee on your campus.
All right, well, Alex, thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for serving on National SAC. It was great to talk to you, and we look forward to seeing what SAC will do in the coming months and years.
I appreciate it, Brendan. Thanks for having me.